Now we want to talk about how do I write the shortened version. So now we practice writing out the really, really long version of electron configurations, but some of those get really long, especially if you got like 80 or 60 electrons, right? And so now we want to talk about how do I write the shortened. So the shortened is like the noble gas configuration or the condensed version. That's kind of the names for the shorthand writing. So if I want to write an abbreviated electron configuration, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in brackets after I write the element equals, I'm going to put in brackets the noble gas. So I want to find the noble gas that's closest to my element without being higher. So I don't want it to have a higher atomic number or more protons than my element. So I want the closest noble gas without going over. And then after that, then I just start writing out my electron configuration like normal. So let's practice. So let's practice aluminum, okay? So you can write it on this slide. I'm going to go back to my periodic table. So let's practice aluminum. So we're going to practice the shorthand. So here's aluminum. So I want to first pick a noble gas that's closest to it without going over. So you might say argon, but argon is 18, aluminum is 13. So I want a noble gas that's less. So my choices would be neon or helium. But I want to be the highest without going over. So neon would be the highest because it's a 10 and this is a 13. So I'm going to use neon. So then in brackets, I write the noble gas. So now I've done all the electrons up to neon. So now I'm at electron number 10. So once you write the noble gas, then you go to the next one. So if this is 10, now I come over here and I do 11. So electron 11 is in row 3. It's in the S block. I know I have to get to aluminum, so I do 3s1 and 2. 3s2. Then I go over here to aluminum. He's in the 3 block. He's a P, 3p1. All right, so that's it. Now we can do our check. Before we would add up our exponents. So you say, well, what's neon? Neon is 10. So we say 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay? Let's practice another one. So if you have the slides, go to the next one. This one says to write the electron configuration for an arsenic atom, and I told you that its atomic number is 33, and the ground state. So the ground state is just my condensed version. My noble gas core, the shorthand, okay? So not my full configuration, the short one. So I want the short one for arsenic. So arsenic is number 33. So I'm going to go back to my periodic table. Let me find arsenic right over here. It's number 33, so I write AS. And then I have to figure out what noble gas. So you can kind of think about going up and over, because if you go over, then it's going to be bigger. If I go up and over, I know I'm going to have the closest one. So the closest noble gas without going over is argon. So I write AR in my bracket. Then I say, well, argon was 18, so then I come over here and I'm at 19. Okay? So this is in row 4, so it's 4s1, 2. So this is a 4s2. Then I come here, number 21, SC, and so it's a d orbital. So remember, it's the row minus 1. So if this is a 4, this is a 3d. So 3d, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3d10. Now I'm all the way over here with number 31. And this is P, so it's just a row. So this is a 4. This is 4p, and I go 1, 2, and 3. So 4p3. All right, I can do the same thing. I can do my check. So 18 electrons gives me 2. This is 20, 30, 33. And I should have 33 electrons. So that's how you do the shorthand. Pick your noble gas, and then you just start there, and then you write it out like we've normally been practicing. So on the next slide, we're going to talk about some exceptions. So far everything's kind of worked out besides the fact that we have to do n-1 for the D's n minus 2. For the f, it's kind of been the same every time, but we do have one exception that we need to talk about.